guys. Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to Solvent.Life. Today we'll be trading, acting on our signals from our signals chat. We just got a notification in for the US 30, and it is a buy. We have a buy order at 4,310. Yeah, we'll do 50 contracts. A little bit late. Our exit is 4,350. So let's adjust this. Oh, we've already exceeded it. Yeah, we'll take that. Immediately off the bat on the first scalp, we take $1,000. Nice. So if you don't know what I'm acting on here, we have a signals chat, which tells you exactly where to enter, exit trades, and where to put your stop loss and take profits. So this is the first one. That's what the actual trade looks like. Let me just expand my screen so you can see that better. So it says buy, entry, exit, stop loss. And this is what our chat looks like. Right, so you get market open, ready, US 30. It tells you, which asset class we're about to trade. And it far surpassed our take profit. So it did say enter at 40,310, which is all the way down here. We were late to it, a little bit late. I was just, reciting my introduction, and then we did enter around 330, exited right here at 350, and it went far past that. Excellent. So we've already made $1,000 this morning. If we go to reports, go to last hours, or past week. That's what we've done the past week. Our last session was on Friday. Yes, Friday. And we've made just under $1,000 this morning already. Let's see what else comes our way. Okay, what I want to do is, in between these signals, we'll just demonstrate how the GPT works. So this is a separate platform. They do come hand in hand, but you would use this separately. What I mean by that is this is really good for your fundamental analysis, doing research, because it's got a plethora of data all across the financial industry, 500 billion parameters, and so if you want to invest long term, if you want to know which stocks are the best ones to trade today for a certain risk appetite, or for a certain set of indicators that you use perhaps and that you're comfortable with, it can do exactly that. So what I mean by they come hand in hand is these signals, we are using the GPT in a different sort of way, and it's almost like our spine, our backbone for our signals. It scrapes through the indices that are of interest or forex or whatever asset class that we want to trade. And for every circumstance, for every time frame, it'll tell you exactly where to enter and exit based off of the likelihood or probability of that trade being successful and coming to fruition. So we only take ones that are above 90% probability, and the system's able to calculate that, and it does so by running through the charts at that specific time, specific time frames, looking at the historical charts that we have already in the system, and looks at where how it performed or where it moved following that exact moment. So I'm going to ask the software, give me an overview of the retail trading market right now. Where is or what is the market psychology today? So, with a mix of concurrent economic news, geopolitical tensions, all factors from all in variable scales, we have, an overview of what the market sentiment is. So it would currently be categorized by caution and heightened sensitivity to policy changes. Retail investors are adapting to changing consumer behaviors as well. The rise of de-influencing and underconsumption trends on social media reflects a growing consumer focus on value and necessity over discretionary spending. So people are tightening their expenses and being a little bit more cautious, a little bit more frugal in their investing. Let's see. So a lot of caution, a little bit of fear. Let's what is the or what does that mean for my trading and investing? How should I adjust my strategy in respect to the market sentiment? So we'll ask this. This is, just a taster, starter for us, and then we'll go into, more. This is very trivial. We'll go into like exactly what stocks to pick, what to ask it, and how to get about a company that could have a lot of potential in having a spot in your portfolio. So it says maintain long-term perspective. That probably means don't panic, don't have any emotions involved with it. Diversify your portfolio, implement dollar cost averaging. These are all very basic investing advice. Utilize stop loss orders, rebalance your portfolio regularly, consider defensive assets. Okay, these lower ones are a little less known. So consider defensive assets, stay informed, but avoid overreacting, and then establish an investment policy statement, which means creating a written document that outlines your investment strategy, sort of concreting a strategy that you can stick with and be consistent with. Because that's the one thing you can control, right? despite all the volatility in the markets. At least you can control your own thesis in your portfolio. So let's follow this with, we'll open a new chat, and this just means the short-term memory, the context that it's feeding off of, I mean the software is going to be different. It's a clean slate now. Let's ask it, what are the best stocks to invest in today, which will perform the best in the next year and yield the highest returns. Okay, a few of the big sevens here, but let's ask it. Let's give me a list of penny stocks that are likely to boom in the next 7 months. So 6 months. There was one that we had a look at, which looks very good, called Bitfarms. This is another penny stock. Let's see how it's doing. So this is one that the GPT recommended when it was down at 90 cents. So historically it's been up at $3, even I believe $10. Yes, $10, just below $10. Back 2 years ago.
Social media is great because you can see everyone's holidays.
And I mean, you're catching this one at its lowest price, or almost all-time low, which was 30 cents. We're not too far off of that, and could suggest that it's still far away from its fair value. Let's do some research on that. But estimates and, the GPT are saying that it could hit 1.25, with more optimistic outlooks at around, $4 or $5 within the next year, which is very significant, considering it's at $1. So let's see. So we have a carbon capture company, solid state battery company. I believe this is another energy company. Gold mining. Okay. Let's give, for example, let's say I have ETF, or we'll specify I have $2,000 in S&P 500. In my portfolio, and 2,000 in Nvidia, and 2,000 in Amazon. Okay, we have a signal coming in, so I'm just going to quickly divert over here. It's the US 500. Let's see. Okay, waiting on the US 500. So we asked it, 2,000 in equally spread out across S&P 500, Nvidia, and Amazon, with $4,000 left in the portfolio. Which of these 7 companies, the ones that are most likely to boom in the next 6 months, would best fit the parameters of our portfolio and maximize diversification? So the 4 it says we should consider are IAG, the gold mining company, aerospace and defense company, there's the biotech company, and renewable energy. I'm just going to pick the one that I'd be most interested in, which would be let's see what they do exactly. I would say biotech, but I just want to see what specifically. Focusing on developing vaccines and immunotherapies for infectious diseases. Okay, that one's a little bit boring for me, I'm not gonna lie. But carbon capture, that is one that stands out in my eyes. So let's see. Carbon capture, let's say why or what does AKCCF, that's a very long ticker, do, and why are they posed to boom in the next 6 months? Should I add this to my portfolio? And how much should I allocate? From my $10,000 account. We're just waiting for the right entry for the US 500. Do give it a second. Okay, given your existing investments in Nvidia, Amazon, and S&P 500, it says to allocate about 10 to 15% of the total portfolio, which is about 1,000 to 1,500. It would provide exposure while maintaining a balanced, diversified portfolio and reducing the risk. So there's a very good amount of information here on this company. You could also ask so you can see it has portfolio management capabilities and also can assist with asset allocation. So here it's suggesting a few: healthcare, oil and gas. Just selecting the best companies to invest in from sectors that have negative correlation with our portfolio. Okay. What I'll move on to next is an example of how you would use the image recognition and predictive functionality to give you entry and exit at your own discretion. So although we do have our signals, and actually one's just come in, so I'm going to act on that. We have a buy on the US 500. So I'm going to place that order. I'm going to set our take profit at 5,540. With our stop loss at 5,525. Which is, I think I entered a little bit too early, so let me just have a look. So enter at 5,531. Yes, so it is very early, and we would, let's see, we put our stop loss at, no, take profit at 5,540. 5,540 is up here. Okay. Five 40 up here. So we're looking at a reversal right now. Yeah, so we're just waiting this trade out. Looks like there was a reversal here. Yeah, my entry was very early. And I didn't catch a following message from that signal. It said price needs to come up to the 31 level, which was here, before entering for the reversal. But we're gonna wait this out. Okay, there we go. Looks like we've got another buy. And exit is 5. 3, 5, hold on. Where's that now? Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so we're in a trade here for the US 500, exit at 5535, and that's exactly what the GPT has given us as well. So this first one was from the signals. Right here, US 500, enter in at 5524, exit at 5535. We're just double checking with the GPT here as well. Give me likelihood of this being a successful trade. Yeah, we're gonna wait for this one to just slowly climb back. This is a neutral trade, so we'll take it at break even, but that's okay. That's one winning trade so far, 2 winning trades, 1 neutral. Do a hedge fund manager level analysis on bit farms and give me a summary of how good of an investment this is. Okay, here we have a comprehensive analysis of bit farms. This was one of the penny stock companies that we were suggested by the GPT, Solvent GPT. And what does it say? So we've asked for it to analyze it as if a hedge fund manager was doing so. Um, Price is about $1. Financial performance Q4 2024 revenues of 56 million, making a 21% year-over-year increase. The gross mining margin stood at 47%, a decrease from 57% in 2023. Net income of 15 million, um, a notable improvement from a net loss of 62 million in the same quarter from the previous year. So they've went from loss to profits within just a year's time. Operational efficiency by the end of 2024, their hash rate to 18.6
Foxy Mobile's
exahashes
unlimited
per
social
second.
media is great.
They've improved energy efficiency to 19 watts per terahash, which is a 45% enhancement over the previous year. And they also have strategic initiatives going on. Looks like um, acquisition to a data center company in Paraguay. Okay. Analysts look. They say expect to increase by 120% and revenue by 58% per year, and the consensus rating among analysts is a strong buy. So, conclusion. So their initiatives, including fleet upgrades, operational efficiency improvements, and their diversification, um, positions them as a company with substantial growth. Okay, well, we've neutraled out, broken even for the previous US 500 trade, which is good, so no losses were made. So today we are up in total about, what is that, 300, 1.3 grand, a little over 1.4 grand. Okay, great. Okay, price predictions for the next year of Bitfarms. Um, Projects an average of $16.75 with a range of $5 to 26. Panda forecast says ranging from $1.05 to $1.74. Coin Codex average price and with a range of $1.92 or $1.09 and $1.20. Yeah. So we're just gonna wait. I think there'll be maybe one last um, signal for today. We'll give it another 10 minutes. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I've just been told that that is the last of our signals for today. So we'll continue on Wednesday. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So please do tune in again. But as you can see, we're if we can just zoom in here. As you can see, I mean, this was last week, up 30, 850, 225, and then today, 975 right off the bat, our first trade, $120, $30. I mean, I would say that $30 was neutral, and the last one as well. We just wanted to play it a little bit more safe. But all in the green, all in profits. So, I would say it's been a pretty good day in trading considering, the state of the market at the moment. Oh, goodness me. I mean, I've been told, it's pretty bloody in the US. We are here in London, kind of sort of spectating through the window. But yeah, it seems like it's a bit of a slugfest over there. So all the best for everyone when they're trading. Tune in at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday for another one of these sessions. We'll have more signals, roughly um, 4 to 5 as we had today. We had about 4 today. Um, we do reserve two of them um, that we are most confident in and has that higher rating. So all of these will have 90% or higher probability of coming to fruition. The ones that are 95, 98, um, those we reserve for our premium members on the Signals chat. Um, but thank you very much, guys. I'll see you real soon. And yeah, have a blessed day.